Hey everybody, this is Kyron Silva from Taurus Comics and one half of the Four Tales podcast. And just a reminder that the Four Tales podcast will be moving to the Agents of Geekdom podcast network. So if you haven't followed them already, please do so you don't miss out on any of our amazing episodes. All right, fine. I'll be a gracious host. How you doing?
Little Mermaid is the scariest Disney movie by far, though.
Why the hell is Ace Blade in your Kickstarter?
Some comics. I'm getting controversial today. We're gonna get controversial today with.
My proudest moment is this interview and being able to talk to you two.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Taurus Comics in collaboration with Fourth Wall Production proudly brings to you the Four Tales podcast. I am your respectful host, Kyron Silva from Taurus Comics. Across the way is the purple proprietor of Ace Blade, Danny J. Quick, and together we are your two award-winning Blurred comic creators here to help you find your next favorite comic. We are live on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, and other programs, so if you are listening or watching us live, thank you for your support. But don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and review this podcast. All your positive reviews and interactions help us reach a bigger audience. You good?
I'm good. I got my emergency just in case. Just in case of emergency. We can get out.
Well, I mean, our show is fire, so I understand that you want to have that available just in case.
Got to keep it handy, just in case things start to heat up too much. Absolutely.
For everybody that listens to our podcast and doesn't watch the live stream, why don't you watch the live stream? It's fun. But if you did watch the live stream, you would see that Danny is in prison right now. And right behind him is the fire. All right.
It said stay strong. Hey, they said I had one call, and I was like, hey, either I call my wife or I do the podcast. Like one or the other. I had to make choices. Choices were made, so got to do it.
If you want to help maybe get Danny out of prison or help support the podcast financially, you can go to our website, fourtalespodcast.com, and maybe get some merchandise, help us out, because, we can use the money.
On my books. Put some on my books. I appreciate it.
Exactly.
Hey, look, did you see so I don't know if you noticed. I've been posting a lot more since our guest is not here yet.
Which you just had to spoil that, huh?
You know how I do. You know how I do. But Facebook, I've been posting a lot of my reels. I've been posting a lot of reels on Facebook and Instagram lately.
I see.
I've been using TikTok, mostly for, content creation for the past 2 years. But see, say a cool story. But Facebook actually pays a lot better than TikTok when it comes to, content that's in reels. They give bonuses and they give stuff like that. But they added this new feature called stars. So just like you can, do the, you can send people money on, for their content on other platforms. Yeah. They started the stars thing, and I just activated for my reels, but I didn't know it would come up on my on our live videos too. That's crazy.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, I see it showed up right there on the thing.
Oh,
you see where it says you can support
I see that
by sending stars. That. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So like when I do a reel, I'll automatically post that and say, but I didn't know it would come up on live videos too.
So, at what level do you have to get stars? Because I've seen the stars before on some of the videos I've watched, and I knew what they were. But how many viewers?
I honestly don't know. Like I said, I literally just started taking reels seriously like 3 months ago, and I've already made more on Facebook and Instagram than my first whole like year of TikTok. So, but you know, some of the videos have gone pretty well. But it's just, you know, they're trying to get people over to the platforms.
Facebook,
and, you know, it's a, you know, it's, as long as they paying, I'm at least do it. I'm gonna make some stuff. I ain't really trying to go to jail. I don't really want to go to jail, but it is tempting. Like every time I see one, I just want to grab it. You know?
Wait, did you ever grab one when you were younger? Like, did you ever do that?
No. Okay. I've never done it.
At least one of us never did it. All right.
Why would you do that? Kyron?
I was young and I wanted to see what happened. I'm gonna let you know. Young Kyron got in trouble. Like, I got suspended in first grade for fighting, and in kindergarten for fighting. I got grounded too many times. I mean, young Kyron was bad. It wasn't until like I don't know what happened to me. I don't know why I wanted to be like that, but yeah. Then I don't think it was till like junior high, maybe 5th, 6th grade, where I just like, yeah, this is dumb, and turned around. I turned my life around, as they say. All right. So I don't know what we're going to talk about.
I had questions, ready for our guests. Yeah. I sent the link to some other people to see if they want to jump on. But what you been reading? You been reading any comics lately?
Yeah, actually. All right, so the last comic I read was the free Jack in the Box comic that featured Mark Hamill. Yep, you heard that right. Jack in the Box, the fast food chain, released a free comic book. You can get it from their website, and it stars Mark Hamill and his adventure at working at Jack in the Box.
Wow. That's a promotion. That's a promotion right there. That's some promotional material for Jack in the Box for sure.
It is.
We don't have those. We don't have those over here where I live, though.
You don't have Jack in the Box?
No, we don't have Jack in the Box in North Carolina. I don't think there's one in North Carolina at all.
So you've never tasted a bacon ultimate cheeseburger?
From Wendy's, not from Jack in the Box.
Yeah, Wendy's don't count.
Wendy's is delicious, man.
It's better than beef. It is better than McDonald's and Burger King. I'll give you that. It does not top Jack in the Box.
Really?
It doesn't top.
Burgers are good at Jack in the Box?
Well, the Bacon Ultimate Cheeseburger is.
that specific
that one, yes. The other one you got, if you ever get to the West Coast, is In-N-Out. You got to check out In-N-Out. Who's that? Is that? Okay. Oh, okay. So Javon's joining us.
Javon Stokes in the building.
All right.
Yeah, you might hear
podcast.
Yeah, you might hear my son in the background.
No, I'm not at a convention. I'm at a baby shower. I got a baby shower that's starting at 11 o'clock. Y'all know my windows be tight. My windows be tight for content, so I gotta do what I can do it.
The only place you could be is by a fire, by the fire drill.
I just thought it would be funny to do it right here, so I just.
That's the duty he was given. They were like, Danny, you can't do nothing else but just man the fire alarm.
Because if that heat comes, you gotta pull the fire. You saw that? You see how I?
Wow. I'm feeling underdressed now. Everybody got like logos on their shirt. I got a stupid.
Man.
Come on now.
Man, I feel like I need to go. I need to go change.
I'm trying to keep warm in the house without turning on the heat. So
I'm at a baby shower. I gotta promote Ace Blade.
At a baby shower. At a baby shower.
Got to.
Baby shower needs water. You're right.
Be like that.
All right, Javon.
Eating a Frosty this early in the morning.
Listen, I have a 3-year-old son. I need all the energy and sugar I can to get me started in the morning.
Terrible, yeah.
Isn't it like 10 o'clock where you at?
It is 10 o'clock where I am.
You should already be awake and have energy.
You should be on the second page. You should be on the second page drawing today already.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'll be honest with you guys. For my sanity, I choose, and I'm a 7 Adventist too. So Like long ago, I decided on Saturdays, no work.
Saturdays is a day of rest. I understand.
Saturdays, no work.
Absolutely.
Even if it's not church, it's just like I gotta like, unless I'm like right up on it with a deadline, and I might work at night. But like during the day, I'm like I try to spend time with my family and everything.
Oh shoot! I still gotta go back and redraw that face for you, that page, huh?
Terrible. Terrible. This dude drew a wonderful page. Page 5 of the Black Rose comic. Wonderful page. Just left one of the main characters without a face. No face for Deja Rose. No face at all. She
I know what happened because I always draw the faces last. I always draw faces last because I want to get the emotion in the page. And I just think
last.
I always draw my faces last.
Interesting.
Right.
I draw backgrounds last. I'd be like, I hate them so much. I just be like, nope. I will wait until the absolute end of the page, and then I'll be like, all right, let me do as much background as I can so that you know where people are.
But I was watching a video last night on TikTok where this guy did a 5-point perspective. And I was like, I had never even heard of 5-point perspective. Damn it, dude.
Yeah. Is that the Superman image? Is it the one with Superman?
No, he was doing a city landscape.
Oh, okay. Because I saw one with like the city, and it's like Superman.
No,
that's like the 3D globe perspective, right?
Yeah, the fisheye. I think it was what they call it. Yep.
I wouldn't recommend doing that.
Yeah, 5-point perspective is crazy. I've never done it myself. Like never, ever done it.
Just because we mentioned this, the next issue of Heat will have a cover of the 5-point perspective, and the Ace Blade number 7 will have a 5-point perspective cover by Danny J. Quick.
I ain't drawing it.
that issue of Heat will never drop then, because I'll be doing it for like months.
I would actually I might actually do that because I have the 360 camera. Like I could cheat. I could just take some.
I was gonna say, Danny, you're a baby. You're a baby in this art game. You need to.
I'm definitely cheating. I'm definitely cheating though. If I got to do it, I'm bringing in the 3D photo from the camera that I took myself and bring it into Photoshop, threshold all the way down, and use that. Shoot, you gotta use the tool.
Hey, do whatever you got to do.
Yeah, look who's now Four Tails famous Javon. This is actually Javon's, I think, like 3rd time on the show. So he's been.
That's right.
No, because you did. We had a
oh, you're right.
with
you're right.
you, and then I
did a fill-in.
Yep, you did a fill-in. Just like I don't know what it is, man. You are our.
I'm up all the time.
Bench warmer. What?
I'm up all the time.
Coming off
pinch hitter, man. Pinch hitter.
Nah, I'd rather call you bench warmer.
Six man.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Vicinio was watching your stream the other day.
Hey man, nice. I appreciate it. We had fun. We had fun that day.
Speaking of the 6 man, have y'all seen Kadeem Hardison and Marlon Wayans in the 6 man?
Are we doing this again?
Go back and watch it because it was.
That movie's like 30 years old, man. You
go back and watch.
Are we doing this again? That's a great movie.
Exactly. That's
a great movie.
Absolutely.
Don't disrespect.
Go back and watch it, Javon. That 6 man was a side. I was like, I'm watching it, and I'm like, yo, these two should have blown up like seriously.
I like the movie, but it's like 30 years old. It's like it's really old.
But you talk about they should have blown up. Like Kadeem Hardison was already big at that point, right? He was coming off of Different World.
Different World, yeah.
Yeah.
But they're still black famous though. Like we were just talking about black famous, and he said that was their blow up. Yeah, it might be. It might have been. But like I think they should have, reached a more mainstream audience. I think both Kadeem and Marlon are more, just
but after that, Marlon went on to do what? 3 scary movies.
Marlon had
that was his own stuff though. Like Marlon
Marlon had another movie by himself though. Marlon had another movie by himself.
Don't Be a Menace by
no, not even South Central. He had a movie where he like had super senses or something. I don't remember.
Yeah. With him and dude from SNL, right?
He was in a movie with Tom Hanks.
David something.
Yeah. And then on top of that, he had what?
A lot of
4 years with him and his brother on their sitcom.
Marlon's got versatility, man.
Yes.
He's a. I think he's probably the best actor of the Wayans brothers, but I don't know if he's the funniest one. But I think he's got.
You think he's a better actor than Damon?
Yeah, I think he's got more versatility than Damon. He
I
almost
think
got
his
Requiem
nephew is.
for
I
a
think his
Dream.
nephew's better than him.
Damon.
Damon Wayans' son. Yeah, Junior.
Yeah,
To me,
he's good
Damon
too. I
Wayans
like
Jr.
him.
is probably the funniest one. Like,
I don't think I've seen enough of his stuff. He was in
Oh man, you got to watch Happy Endings, man. That show is hilarious.
Let me check it out. Requiem for a Dream. Yeah, Marlon was in Requiem for a Dream, and that was a super serious role. I think it was dealing with drug addiction and stuff like that, and it was. Yeah,
I mean, he was in Above the Rim. He was in a bunch of stuff, man.
Yeah,
Marlon's been around, man. Marlon's probably the most successful. As an actor, he might be the most successful one outside of maybe like Damon. Damon might be the only one that's better.
Actually, I think Marlon's more successful as an actor than Damon. If you think Damon hasn't really done anything recently.
Damon's been in movies. He's had multiple TV shows.
Damon had the Last Boy Scout with Bruce Willis.
Yeah.
Like
that was before The Sixth Man, though. Think about that. When's the last movie?
Damon has, but he's been doing TV shows. Like he did My Wife and Kids, which is in syndication.
Lethal Weapon,
and then he did the Lethal Weapon show.
Yeah,
and
but that was like
successful.
It
was
one
successful
season,
until this. It was successful until the other actor went crazy.
Did it? I didn't remember.
No, not 5. I think it went like 3.
Yeah, I don't think I remember. All right,
stop watching after the first.
Okay, but Marlon Wayans got White Chicks.
Huge. White Chicks was huge back in the day.
That's cross-culturally huge.
It's huge.
His brother had a ton of stuff.
The Wayans probably won't make our top 5 black famous list. I think that the Wayans.
Marlon was in G.I. Joe. I forgot about that. Both G.I. Joe movies.
Yeah.
No, he wasn't in both.
Yeah, he was.
No, he was only in one.
He must have died in the beginning of the second if he was in it.
Damon is far more iconic, Brad says. Yeah, I'll get you that.
I can give you that.
Yeah.
I'll give you that.
Well, I would add, if we're talking iconic, Keenan is
Major
more
Payne.
Major Payne, yeah.
I think Major Payne Major Payne is probably the most iconic Damon Wayans.
I did not like
Scary
Major
movie.
Payne.
Yeah.
Don't, sir.
I didn't like it. I'm sorry. I'm
You
the
don't like-
only
you
black
don't
dude
like good
alive
movies.
that didn't like it.
You don't like good movies, man. David,
I just it
Major
didn't make me
Payne?
laugh, man. It didn't make me laugh, man.
What?
But
I
I
don't
like
get
almost everything else Damon Wayans done. I love Last Boy Scout.
That book's got a
I don't know. He just whatever it is about that movie just missed me.
Man, it's almost.
By the way, My Wife and Kids is on right now. I'm looking at it. I'm just saying it's on right now.
Hey, David is syndicated. Like they
I'm
I mean,
just
they
saying.
all got syndicated. Like
I know
the
you
Wayans
could probably find the
was
Wayans brothers on
syndicated
some
for a while.
channel too. So,
I don't know.
No
I
BET
think
playing it.
I think
No BET
I don't
playing
know.
it.
yeah, that's true.
Major Payne, I think, has got to be either that or like the scary movie. Nah, Major Payne, I think, is probably the most iconic Wayans character.
Yep. Keenan had a low down dirty shame.
But see, I don't see
Love
Low
that
Down
movie.
Dirty Shame as being iconic outside of our culture.
Keenan's iconic because he has his hand in everybody's stuff.
Yeah.
In Living Color said like Keenan produced. I want to say he produced, mostly everything that they did.
He did. He
begin with.
produced. He produced and wrote Scary Movie 2, the Scary Movie movies until they took him away.
Yeah,
Basically, the
that's
Wayans
true.
are iconic. They might be the most famous black family in entertainment.
I mean,
I can't think of a
depends on if you
more
consider
famous.
the Kardashians or not. I mean,
Ain't nothing black about the Kardashians, sir.
I mean,
All
Yeah,
right,
you
so
see
what's
what
up?
happened right there? Yeah.
That's what happened. I mean, you talk stupid. You. I'm gonna give him one more chance.
That was perfect.
nah, man, y'all be getting on me about Mariah Carey all the time. But that's all right.
Mariah Carey is actually black. She's
You
actually
say so.
black.
You say so.
There's
I think-
nothing.
I think-
the only
think-
black thing about the Kardashians is their taste. Their
The
taste.
Kardashians claim
it.
their blackness more than Mariah does. If they don't have it,
Like I said, the only thing they claiming is black men for a time.
Each and every
I know
one of
this is
them.
gonna get me in trouble. This is gonna get me in trouble. That's okay.
All right. This show was, this was not what I had planned this show to be at all.
At all.
That's what I do, man. I come in and I create chaos. Entertaining chaos. Unless it's a Stoke podcast. Then I'm like very calm and interviewing.
Calm and respectful.
What'd you say?
Respectful.
Calm and respectful and respectful.
I'm respectful to you, Daddy. You just say crazy stuff like Kardashians are black.
I'm just saying if I
You be disrespecting like Michael Jackson, Michael Jordan. You just disrespectful. Man.
I've never disrespected any of them. All those are iconic.
Every time you say LeBron is the greatest, that's disrespectful to Michael Jordan.
Every time you say Michael Jackson had a hot 10 years, that's disrespectful.
I only said it one time, and y'all took it out of context. Y'all took it out of context. Because I was saying that he had an untouchable 10 years. Like the 10 years that those 10 years where he was killing, nobody could touch it. Nobody was touching him in the charts and sales or nothing. But when TLC came along, y'all saw the numbers. Before that 10 years and after that 10 years, his numbers were comparable to other artists, other pop artists that were coming out. Now,
think that
Legacy
does that not mean it's still good though?
Do you think TLC is on the same level? Time out. Do you think that TLC is on the same level as Michael Jackson?
And at the time, they were. That's what I'm saying. Towards the end of his career, yes, I'm telling you, the numbers.
They were never on his level. TLC.
You can't even say he had an end of the career until he died because he's still selling millions of records. He never really dropped.
The numbers say that they were.
Everybody, I keep trying to tell you, everybody's numbers dropped. Everybody's numbers dropped.
Yeah,
everybody's sales dropped.
Everybody's
with the advent of when you could start downloading music. Mm-hmm. Everybody's music dropped.
This is true.
Well, the numbers were.
Go look at Jay-Z's numbers. Go look at Jay-Z's numbers and how they've gone down. They're not going down because Jay-Z is less popular.
And even look at this. Go look at Michael Jackson's videos on YouTube. Go look at Michael Jackson's videos on YouTube compared to TLC's. He blows them out the water for that alone.
Absolutely. I'm talking about
Brad is right there. I just don't understand.
I'm just saying that.
And I'm explaining to you the numbers, though. I'm explaining to you why the numbers dropped.
But that just means that he's not untouchable anymore. I know why the numbers dropped.
No, it's not what it means. It means that the music industry changed. That's like saying, you know what it is? That's like saying Tom Cruise isn't still a successful actor because he's not blowing everything out of the water
I didn't say he wasn't successful. I said that he was no longer untouchable. Tom Cruise is a perfect example.
You really think
Will Smith is a perfect example? If during the 2000s, Tom Cruise and Will Smith were untouchable at the box office, but now things are different.
How much did Top Gun do? What did Top Gun do?
Top Gun did amazing. He's still one of the best ever right now, but he's not blowing everybody out of the water anymore.
If they release like a post-mortem Michael Jackson album with unreleased music, you don't think that would just blow up? Like Tupac did that after they died.
But it ain't outselling Beyonce if she put out an album right now too. It ain't outselling Rihanna. People been waiting on Rihanna for 5 years now. If Rihanna and Michael Jackson put out an album at the same time, the numbers are going to be comparable.
Well, can I be honest with you? The people who coming out, number one, it's different. Like I'm saying again, it's different because people don't buy physical albums like they used to.
Exactly.
They buy online. They download. So the numbers to buy an album online is cheaper than to buy an album at the store, which is why the numbers are different than they used to be. Because remember, back then you had to get in your car and drive to the store and buy a CD.
Listen, I agree with you, but the same thing we talked about.
Then you can't use the numbers to talk about the person being untouchable. Yes, you can,
because if the industry changes and the artist doesn't change, the artist is going to get left behind, right?
You thought Michael Jackson got left behind?
No, I'm not saying that he got left behind. I'm saying that he was still killing it with what he was doing. But if Michael Jackson were to embrace okay, if Michael Jackson was alive today and he built a social media following and he was doing TikToks and all this stuff, he would be killed. If Eminem made a TikTok page right now, right? If he made a TikTok page right now and started building his social media following, like interacting with people the way that they want, he could still probably destroy anybody else that comes out right now. Eminem's got like three of the top 5 selling albums in the world.
I just want to interject. Eminem does actually have a TikTok page. He has 3.6 million followers.
Probably he's about to going to release something, and somebody was like, "Hey, you might want to get a TikTok page, M." A reanimated Michael Jackson. Hey, I'm not buying it because David Blaine probably had something to do with it. He probably brought Michael Jackson back from the dead, and David Blaine is the devil. So I ain't buying it.
David Blaine is the devil. I don't know how we got there, but do y'all understand why I got to be disrespectful to Danny when he starts talking like this? Because if he's not going to listen to Logic, then I got to make fun of him. I don't really want to do that.
Y'all just got your fan brains on, and y'all don't want to listen to Logic.
But you got to also listen to Logic. You got to also incorporate. If you're going to say the numbers to talk about how his album sales has dropped, you got to also incorporate the streaming numbers. Then you can't just say the album sales has dropped.
Story.
No,
you got to say the album sales has dropped, but yet factor in the streaming numbers, and he's still killing it.
Michael Jackson songs still get played today on like regular radio stations,
and they're gonna get played forever.
So Michael never fell off.
I didn't say I never said he fell off. I said that he was no longer untouchable when it came to pop music.
Actually, you did say he fell. You did say he fell off.
You did.
I just you actually did say that.
I said
you did.
We'll go back and rewatch this, but you did say at one point.
You did.
Before, right in the beginning of this conversation, said he fell off.
No, Javon said all of the sales fell. He said everybody's sales fell.
Okay, your exact words were at the end of his career. That's what you had.
That's not falling off. Just because it was the end of, I said at the end of his
career,
his
world tour. It was about to be literally the most. It was about to be literally the most attended tour, like of all time, before he died.
Facina says, "I need to see presentation with charts and graphs with hard numbers."
I'll put y'all on TED Talk.
I agree. I think you got to prove your point. You got to prove your point. You keep talking numbers. I need to see hard, fast. I gave you numbers before. You disagree.
I will put a TED Talk together. Michael Jackson
that's going to be the day.
Hot 10 years.
That's going to be the day you lose so many followers. You will lose so many followers that day.
Oh, wow.
You go drop from thousands to dozens.
Oh man. My battery.
Your battery dying?
Yo, even your phone think you disrespectful, man.
No, my laptop.
Your laptop is like, I can't deal with this, man. Run this up. All
right. All right. Well, I mean, we only got a few minutes left anyways, because you got to do your little... Do you have like a top 5 you want to do with Javon then?
I gotta do a baby shower convention.
Do you want to do a top 5 with Javon?
Javon's done several quick takes.
I'm good at it. I'm good at it.
We can do. You got some top of your head?
Questions won't hit the same from Javon that I have for John.
You know, I will give you an opportunity. You can ask me whatever you want.
When is Ace Blade versus Heat coming out?
Well, seeing as how I already did the cover for it, and you've never shown anybody, I just want to point that out. Like, I already did the cover; it's in his possession. I haven't seen the script from Danny, so I can't just draw.
So you're
doing the marble method.
What you say?
Yeah.
Do the marble method.
Do the marble method. I just say Ace Blade wins. I'm just gonna say Ace Blade wins, and you just
he would literally drop. Listen. Okay, your guy has no superpowers, man. Like, no.
Doesn't need anything. Batman doesn't have any.
Who?
Batman don't
have. Does Ace Blade have money? I don't even know. Does Ace Blade have money?
He's got ingenuity. He doesn't need money. He got connections.
He ain't got no money though.
He got a network.
Batman's superpower is money.
No, Ace Blade is building the net. This is one of my goals for Ace Blade is to the network versus money conversation that people have. So if you got money, you can do anything. But if you got endless connections, you can do almost anything too. So
Well, unless he got a connection with the Hulk and Superman, then he's probably gonna get roasted by Heat.
He got Sentry in his back pocket. Don't worry.
Timer's not working.
I got another question for you.
All right,
before my battery died. All right. If you had to, and this is for both y'all, if you had to introduce somebody, somebody who's familiar with comics but doesn't actually read comics, somebody like Morgan, to a comic book, if they were going to read one comic book arc, which comic book, like graphic novel or trade, would you give them to get into comics?
What do they like? That's hard. You gotta give me something
they're familiar.
more.
They're just familiar with superheroes. They're like, yo, I'm interested in superheroes and I want to read a comic. That's literally all you know. I'm interested in superheroes and I want to read comics. And they're gonna buy one trade from you, or they're gonna buy one trade on Amazon. Which one would you tell them to get?
That's really tough. Because you could do a lot. You could take that a lot of different ways. I do this all the time at Comic-Con. If it's somebody who likes realistic, like gritty, grimy heroes, I'd probably give them Ultimates. Mark Miller and Brian Hitch, I'd give them that. More realistic stuff that matches the MCU, I'll give them Ultimates. If they want more traditional superheroes, it would be Kurt Busiek, George Perez, Avengers, or Grant Morrison, Howard Porter's JLA. If they like Spider-Man, I'd give them Astro City's a good one.
Astro City's great.
What is that? I've never heard of that.
That's by Busiek also. And Brandon Anderson. It's originally from Image Comics, but it's like the Avengers reimagined as a real life city called Astro City, and it goes into more of how they would interact in our real world closer than just being standard superheroes. It's really good.
Check that out. I'd go with one of my favorite. The one that got me into reading comics was World War Hulk. World War Hulk I just reread it like last week, and it's amazing. See, why does Javon do that? Why does Javon do that? I know he likes John Romita Jr., so I thought he would appreciate that.
Okay. All right.
What would you say? What would you say, Kyra?
It's like you go through it.
Okay.
I would say actually Dark Knight Returns by Frank Miller, depending on their age. I would go with the Dark Phoenix Saga, or X-Men Dark Phoenix Saga. If you've never read that, that's an amazing book. I would even go with X-Men, what is it called? God Loves, Man Kills. It's a one-shot, basically. But if you've never read that, that is just mind-blowing, just storytelling in itself.
What was the question? I'm sorry. Is this still the same question?
Yeah, still the same question. I was saying I would pick Dark Phoenix Saga, I would pick Dark Knight Returns, and then I would pick God Love, Man Kills.
I like Kingdom Come. Kenji said Kingdom Come is a great one.
Kingdom Come is good too. I think something that's underrated is that was also by Alex Ross is the Earth X series.
Oh, Earth X, yeah.
Earth X is fantastic.
I got that Wizard Earth X number 0.
I got that too. Somewhere. I got it around there somewhere.
All right, Javon, Brad wants to know where you are on another Heat or Strong book.
My son loves Sonic. He's discovered Sonic. So.
Mine's too.
Let's see. Heat. I'm halfway through Heat number 2 for the new series. Strong. I have the outline for it, but I'm trying to find another artist. I'm trying to find a black female artist to do a Strong book that I'll write. But that's really difficult. So that's seemingly really difficult.
Have you met Daniela J. Quick? She draws pretty well.
Yeah. I know Kendra and Stephanie Quick too. They're pretty good, but they're not.
Guys, I need portfolios, man. I need portfolios.
They ain't got it.
Kevin, Javon had to come on to step in. Our guest didn't appear, so
ratings
Javon
must be nice down. Well, I mean, that's
Kevin
I'm just
always
saying.
be coming up with the savagery.
Oh wow.
Hey, well, if ratings come down, you got to bring the star. You got to bring on the star.
Wait. Kevin, you need to get back to me in your my message on your DMs, dude. I asked you about joining the show in a couple weeks, so get back to me if you can or cannot.
I mean,
anyways, I got to get out of here. Y'all know how I do.
All right. Well,
my battery said 1%.
Thank you for stopping by. Where can everybody check out your work?
Appreciate it. Visuallystoke.com as always, and you can check me out on Top 5 Live, and you can check me out on the Stoke Podcast.
And apparently here sometimes too.
Yeah, sometimes. I'm a pinch. I told you I'm a pinch hitter, man. I'm the sixth man. I'm Manu Ginobili.
Ginobili. Right, Danny, where can we get your work at?
Fourth Wall Pros for me. Reparations Season 4 Super Shorts Podcast drops today.
It's great.
At the Ace Blade. Thank you. And at the Ace Blade on social media. Kyron, where can people find you?
You can find me at TaurusComics.com. I am on social media at TaurusComics on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. And if this is your first time checking out the Four Tails Podcast, you can go back to our website, fourtailspodcast.com. That's the number 4, TALES podcast.com, and check out some of our past episodes. And if you are listening to us on the Four Tails Podcast stream, in 2 weeks, this is going to be the last time you can check us out on that, because everything's going to be moved over to the Age of Geekdom podcast stream, because I'm working hard on that. So just a reminder, in 2 weeks, you're not going to find it on Four Tails podcast sites. It'll just be on Age of Geekdom. Hopefully, though, you can check us out next week, where we're going to have Tony Kittrell, writer, creator of Titan, on the show. And then after that, we have our 50th episode, where we're going to have Javon back. We're going to have Vicinia back, Morgan Iverson, hopefully Kevin Chapman, if he ever responds. We're going to have a bunch of people. All right, Danny dropped out. We're going to have a bunch of people on the show. We're going to have fun, just talk, hang out. But until then, sayonara, goodbye, and please take care of yourselves.
I want to know what it is Quick is trying to say.